customer for 150. He might just.
Pass.
No,
Pass.
he didn't.
I guess it's a very, very good bet. To me, it feels a little bit on the alluring side. If somebody had,
minimum bet.
I don't know, some kind of thing that could creep up and beat him. But maybe he just wanted to give people a shot to put some more money in for him.
Douglas Haig,
You meant the blind.
Sheffield United, in first place. Garner's gone down the pecking order somewhat. Bottom of the pack.
He's got to lop him in here, Howard. Go for the grand.
Raise to 300.
Raise to 300 total.
That's gutsy. No, no,
what
I
was
didn't.
that?
No, I didn't. No, he
Pass.
didn't.
Was that a pair of tens?
It
fold?
was.
What
Wow.
happened there?
Cool.
Call.
Steve, I can only guess that
Wow.
that Haig has got Howard in sort of a very tight box, huh?
He folded tens.
Haig must have thought to himself that he's either got ace king or a higher pair.
I don't well, I do understand, but the only thing I can assume is that because
150, yeah.
150 if you wish to call.
Douglas Haig is chip leader or stack
Call.
leader with 1,900, he feels like he's got something to lose.
I have to hold my hand up in Haig's defense. I mean, I've only played in the World Series of Poker main event one time, but I had a short stack and Amarillo Slim raised under the gun. I looked down at 2 tens and I looked up and Slim said to me, "You're not going to call me, are you, son?" And I was so scared I passed. He didn't have anything. It was like the 5th pot he'd raised in a row.
Well, I'll also say in Douglas Haig's defence that, and I think one of the problems, you know, when we're watching on the television and we see all the cards, it's very easy to make an opinion. You know, these players, they can't see any cards. We can see them all, and it does somehow cloud your decision making. You become more of an expert when you can see all of the hands, and you still make some wrong decisions. So the tens he felt weren't good enough.
Tens are a
Fair
scary
enough,
hand.
Fair
Tens
enough.
are, yeah.
We're going, how on earth can he pass them? Well, you can pass them.
Sure.
Check.
I mean, these guys are
How on
going for
earth did he
7
pass the
grand.
tens?
I
How
don't.
did he pass?
I don't know. He would have been in good shape.
How on earth did he pass those tens? What do you think the other guy had? The guy only had a pair of sevens.
I think tens are a scary
They're a
hand.
rubbish card. They're a rubbish hand. How did he fold them?
It's easier to put money in with sevens first than tens second.
Exactly.
You have to
But how
admit
did he
that.
fold?
I don't know.
150.
150.
I've never had the guts to call off my money with tens. And this is an interesting bet from Roberts because
Fascinating.
he knows he's bluffing. Look at his face. He knows he's bluffing. He's sniffling. He's shaking.
But does Howard know he's got the best hand?
That's the problem.
We know. That's why he should call. But of course he doesn't.
I mean, for a man who can add it all up, he's twitchy, Roberts, isn't he?
Not my pacemaker then.
Has the pacemaker told you anything?
He's twitchy. I don't know if
Can he
Howard's
fold
can
the
make this
sevens?
call.
Can he fold? How can he fold the sevens? What, did he think the guy had a king? It's ridiculous.
I mean,
Well, that's the way
it's
it
a
goes.
lot of pressure down there, Steve.
We can see the cards. It's a piece of cake when you can see the cards.
See, and this is different for Garner because you know why? He's got
6.
more money. He could make Roberts shake. He might be able to make Roberts fold a king in his mind.
9, about 1,000. Just over 1,000.
Oh, has Roberts got more money than Garner?
Yeah, by about 10 quid.
Oh, wow.
This is the most committal thing both of these players have been up to. This is a massive pot developing.
If could
But he's got the ace, controlling ace. It's just whether or not he believes the king. Does he believe the king? One player's already believed that Roberts has a king. Will too.
this is like the unstoppable force and the immovable object.
Pass.
And I think the force won.
The object collapsed.
Show
Look,
you if I was lying.
the maths teacher just
So I would show you
the
if
levels, the
giving
So
them
I
all
would
a
show you
lesson.
if I was lying.
£200 blind.
6-4.
And all of a sudden, Shane Roberts has done it, and he's done it in style, Steve.
There's only one winner, let's be honest. I mean, it was always going to be the case that the maths teacher, also a top-class chess player and Bristol City fan, was obviously going to win this event. Absolutely nailed on.
The blinds are up to 100 and 200 pounds, and I feel like this is the stage, Steve, when the pressure is on. You know, when these guys all sat down, they thought, well, it's a bit of fun. It won't be me that wins the 7,000 pounds. But now you look around and you think, hey, it could be me.
Yes, and it could well be the breaking point. It could be the point of no return for some of the players where they feel it's time to get active.
I mean, Booth is one guy who seems to know that his bet is going to be all in. And Roberts has really come alive. Look at that.
Yes. Something that he possibly would have folded earlier.
Yeah.
Possibly.
He's gotten a bluff through. Oh, go on! Go on, Oldham Athletic.
It was the breaking point, although there is obviously the possibilities, very much so, of a split pot.
Right.
But even so, good move there from Howard.
It's 300 pounds to call, and even though Ace-Deuce is one of the worst hands to call a re-raise with, I don't see how he can pass to you.
No, he's invested too much in this pot.
I've got to call it.
He knows the math, Roberts.
Oh, yes.
The trigonometry, the calculus,
yes.
the algebra.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And the odds say that he's not in horrible shape. Good chance of a splitter.
Or very low.
Or a pair of twos would do.
In fact, I don't think the 5 plays most times. Have to be a really low card out there. Oh my gosh.
Chances of a split pot now, slightly less.
Oh, slightly nil. The 3 would make a straight for Howard, but he's on his face. This is like when a penalty kick goes the rebound in the other goal.
Come on, 3.
I think it's just a 3, isn't it? Full house for Roberts.
I'll play, pal. All the best, lads.
And one hand, we've lost a player. I thought Howard showed some really good flashes tonight, Steve.
Yes, probably feels a bit aggrieved he didn't get too many hands that went his way, but he's out the door, the early buff. That's loose cannon there. Lloyd Garner folding. And Roberts is getting some sort of hand regularly enough that, oh, he's just cool with that. He could possibly have raised, certainly from the button with a pair of 2s.
It would have been an intimidating sort of raise, wouldn't it have? And look at this. Booth says, I'll get him first. Try putting him in second.
Oh, he's just called like a shot with the 2s.
12.50 total.
Well, at least he's counting it out. I think it's not the greatest call in the world with a pair of 2s. 12.50. He could have called better with the ace before. Now he's shoving it in with a what can at best be 50-50.
I mean, Booth must be thinking, look, if you had wanted it that bad, why didn't you raise? You showed me weakness. You don't want to race? I don't want to race.
He hasn't called it. He's counted it out. Very quickly counted it out. Look, he's as cool as Dr. Owl is absolutely cucumber-like. Oh, I don't know, he blinked.
I don't know either.
Oh, he blinked twice, though. I think he blinked more times.
I mean, he's got 1,200 pounds in on a king 5. I mean,
he's allowed to. That's as ruffled as his feathers become. Oh well, fair enough. Great play there from the owl.
He's got the heart of a champ. He's got the heart of a yeah.
He's very much the anti-hero, isn't he? Yeah, I think probably at night times Peter dresses up in some sort of uniform and goes out and saves the world. And nobody knows about it apart from Peter.
He has been the man that's been winning the most pots with the least cards.
Yes.
And
I must admit, I hope he wins, but I don't really hope he wins, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, don't you? You don't, do you? I hope they all win. I hope they all win. I feel I don't want to wish ill of any of them.
You want the guy who tries the hardest to win, don't you?
Yeah, I want them all to win, sorry.
Call.
Cool.
That's a big call with the ace-9. I think it's halfway.
I'm all in.
Raise all in.
Well, it's getting busy now, isn't
Yeah,
it? Garner.
it's getting to be that time.
You may get a caller here.
And
It's another 660.
they don't undervalue their face cards in Colchester.
660.
I think Haig may have trapped him here.
Yeah. Well, he must have felt he was in a good shape there, Garner, but it's still a brave... He's still got to call it, you know. It's still a lot of money. It's hard.